Welcome back, folks. Bulls stepped up today in a big way.
They're really good.
Markets delivered a textbook relief rally as those Greenland tariff fears got dialed way back.
And small caps are just
Stealing the show. Fresh all-time highs. While the bigger indices, well, they hit some resistance at the 20 days. And, we've got earnings season heating up with Tesla in focus next week.
Before we get going, just a quick friendly nudge if you're new here. Welcome, but please note that none of this is buying or selling advice.
Right.
We're just calling what we see happening in the charts as things develop.
So let's get into the why of this. I mean, yesterday we were talking about that trade war panic.
Total panic?
Yeah.
Today, President Trump mentions a framework deal on Greenland at Davos and, well,
the panic evaporates.
talk about a mood swing. Pulled the rug right out from under the bears. And the numbers, they were green across the board. Dow's up 1.22%.
S&P up 1.15%, NASDAQ up 1.35%. But honestly, the percentage gain isn't the real story here, is it? It's where the money went.
Exactly. It went straight into the small caps.
Yeah, the IWM, it didn't just rally. It hit fresh all-time highs, up nearly 2%.
It makes total sense. You take international tariff fears off the table, and the domestic-focused companies, they're going to celebrate the hardest.
That relative strength is huge. But here's the critical detail for anyone trading the big indices. Notice what happened with the SPY and the NASDAQ.
Right. They ran up, they tested their 20-day moving averages, and rejected.
They got rejected. It's like a glass ceiling, The price ran up, banged its head on it, and couldn't smash through. So while small caps are in blue sky territory, the S&P and NASDAQ still have work to do.
Precisely. And remember, stock selection still matters. I mean, look at Palantir.
Oh, yeah.
Even with this huge market rally, PLTR continued to sell off. It just validated that symmetrical triangle breakdown we flagged.
A great reminder that an individual setup can definitely override the broad market vibe. On the flip side, though, Tesla actually bounced back above yesterday's trendline break.
And with earnings coming up on the 28th, that's critical timing.
That will be the one to watch. Now, speaking of Tesla, we actually need to handle a specific request.
We do.
We had a subscriber, Kawasaki Ninja 5296, suggest we take a look at TSYY.
Yeah, the Granite Shares Yield Boost TSLA ETF.
Man, honestly, that's a rough-looking chart. It's almost below that $5 level, which, if it was a stock, would qualify it as a penny stock.
It's in a heck of a downtrend, you're right.
Yeah.
More specifically, a downward channel.
Yeah.
And at the moment, it just looks like it's bleeding lower out of a beautiful bear flag breakdown.
Oof.
Yeah, that would have been a great short on Friday, December 26th.
So what's the play here, then? Is there one?
Well, now's definitely not a great time, technically speaking, to chase that thing down, though. We'd be more interested in seeing it work its way back to resistance.
Like in another bear flag?
A bear flag.
Right.
Or maybe it builds some kind of bearish consolidation like a descending triangle. Then you can play a continuation to the downside.
Okay, so anything for the bulls to watch.
I mean, it'd be worth keeping an eye on that downward sloping resistance trend line. See if it can break that and get some real volume going. But until then,
It's a sustained bleed out.
it is no indication yet that it's wanting to reverse.
Well, thank you, Kawasaki Ninja 5296, for
Yeah.
dropping that ticker symbol for us. And just a quick reminder again, if you've got a stock you're watching or a question about the markets, please do drop it in the comments.
Yeah, we want to know what you're looking at.
It helps us make these more relevant if possible, and we'll do our best to talk about what we see in a future episode. And as always, drop a like if you appreciate these market summaries and click subscribe too so you can stay updated.
Okay, moving to the broader economy. Keep in mind, today was all about that geopolitical de-escalation. We didn't really have any major data releases.
But that changes tomorrow, right? We have a slew of economic data coming, so eyes open.
Volatility might kick back up, for sure.
What about the alternative assets, crypto?
So Bitcoin rebounded about 2%, which is nice, but don't get too excited yet. It is testing the 50-day moving average from below.
So it's like a floor that broke and has now become a ceiling.
Exactly. It needs to smash through that resistance, or it might just roll over again. Gold held strong, up almost 1.5%. Silver dipped a little bit, though.
Days like today where a single headline completely flips the script, it really proves the value of having solid risk protocols.
Oh, absolutely.
If you're trading off emotions, you got some serious whiplash today.
That is the difference between gambling and trading. And if you want to learn those techniques in depth, that's exactly what Grok Trade's mentorship program teaches. We offer full support until you've recouped your investment and then some.
Have a great rest of the day.
We'll catch you in tomorrow's market summary.